up, guys? If you're looking to support the LocsNLoad YouTube channel, I would like for you guys to go to LocsNLoadFirearms.com and support the channel that way by purchasing a t-shirt or one of the other merches on there. If you're looking to support the Wagunda Nation store, go to wagundanation.net and pick up a patch, a hat, or a t-shirt again from one of our Teespring stores on the site. If you're looking to get firearm instruction for me, LocsNLoadFirearmInstruction.com. If you also want to know about certain things before you buy it, LocsNLoad consultation service on that same website will get you right. If you also want to support the LocsNLoad Firearm channel, go to Patreon, become a member. $1 gets you in, $5 gets you more access, $10 gets you all that, plus help support the channel. So guys, get in there, rock it out. LocsNLoad out. What up, guys? LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews here today. Alright guys, so a lot of us have seen the news where they've came out and said no more Russian ammunition in America. Alright, and so a lot of people said that and they kind of ran with it. But me being me, I wanted to find out why they're imposing these restrictions on Russian ammunition. And so going to the US Department of State website and reading on their article, I don't know how to put it, but it's like, it doesn't make sense, right? The whole reason they're banning Russian ammunition has nothing to do with ammunition or really guns. It really has to do with something that happened to somebody in August of 2020. And so what I'm going to read from is the U.S. Department of State. I'll put the link in the description so you can read it yourself, right? And it says, fact sheet. United States imposes additional costs on Russia for the poisoning of Alex Navalny. I can't say his name, but I'll put his name up on the screen so you can see, right? And so that's what all this is stemming from, is that in August of 2020, the Russian government had poisoned Mr. Naval. That's all I can see is the Naval. So I'm going to call him Mr. Naval, right? Mr. Naval. So, and that's why they're imposing these ammunition sanctions on us, the Americans, because of what Russia did to this guy. I mean, it really is against Russia, but it affects us too. And so reading from the CBW Act sanctions. All right, so the CBW Act is the Chemical and Biological Weapons Control and Warfare Elimination Act of 1991, the CBW Act. So when I say the CBW Act, I'm talking about that of 1991, right? It says the United States will impose a second round of sanctions on the Russian Federation over its use of a Novichok nerve agent in the August 2020 poisoning of Russian opposition figure of Mr. Naval. All right. It says the new sanctions imposed today under the CBW Act include, and this is where the ammunition comes into play, restrictions on the permanent importations of certain Russian firearms. New and pending permit applications for the permanent importation of firearms and ammunition manufactured or located in Russia will be the subject of a policy of denial. Additional Department of Commerce export restrictions on nuclear and missile related goods and technology pursuant to the Export Control Reform Act of 2018. These sanctions also include a continuation of measures imposed on March 2nd, 2021, as well as in 2018 and 2019 in response to the poisoning of Mr. Sergei Skripal and his daughter, along with the waivers associated with these sanctions. All right, and going down, it says these latest sanctions on Russia with the CBW Act will take effect September 7th, 2021 and will remain in place for a minimum of 12 months. So this ammunition ban is not permanent, but it can be lifted within 12 months, right? Or after 12 months. Yeah, it says these sanctions can only be lifted after a 12-month period if the executive branch determines and certifies to Congress that Russia has met several conditions described in the CBW Act, right? So I'm going to get to those conditions. But what it's saying is that after 12 months, if Russia does what America wants, which probably is not going to happen, the ban will be lifted and ammunition can come back in. So, all right, Locs. What does Russia got to do in order for us Americans to get Russian ammo back into the stores? Well, like I said before, is Russia going to do it? probably not, But anyway, so there is 4 things America wants Russia to do. 1, providing in order for like the act to go away, right? So it says 1, providing reliable assurances that it will not use chemical weapons in violation of international law. 2, it is not making preparations to use chemical weapons in the future. 3, it is willing to allow international inspectors to verify those assurances. And 4, making restitution to Mr. Naval. All right, so those are the 4 things that America wants Russia to do in order for this Russian ammunition, for this ban to be lifted, right? And so that is why we are having this Russian ban right now. It's on firearms, but firearms for Russia was already restricted. So they're just adding more restrictions, but the restriction on the ammunition is like new. And so doing that, ammo prices is going to skyrocket now, especially for you AK guys. Before, when it was 5.56 was through the roof, 7.62 by 39 was cheap. Now it's about to flip-flop. 5.56 is about to be cheaper, and 7.62 by 39 is about to go through the roof, right? And so, again, why is this Biden administration doing this? Don't know, right? You think they would be focused on Afghanistan? You think they would be focused on, police brutality, ending racism, catching all these pedophiles and all these missing kids that get caught up in sex trafficking or human trafficking. But no, our administration is worried about what Russia did to some guy over a year ago, right? And so now, instead of saying, hey, how do we fix Afghanistan? How do we fix our country? It's still, how do we keep guns and ammunition out of the hands of the American people? So I don't know. I don't know what goes on in whatever administration, whether it be the Trump administration, the Biden administration, the Bush, the Obama. I have no idea what these fuckers do up in the office, right? It seems like they just sit there all day and just come up with dumbass shit to just make the American people's hair gray. I don't know. It must be nice to have that type of power and money just to fuck shit up. So, anyway, guys, I just want to put this video out because a lot of people, they don't really know this, or they don't really know where to go to find this information. And so I'm putting this out for you guys, letting you know why they're banning ammunition, Russian ammunition and firearms, right? It has to do with the Chemical and Biological Weapons Control and Warfare Elimination Act of 1991, and how America is basically violating Russia's parole. That's what it seems like to me. It seems like America is the fucking parole officer, and they're all going to have saying, hey, you do this and this, I won't violate your parole. That's what it seems like to me. All right. So, anyway, is Russia going to do it? Don't know. Russia has a history of basically saying, fuck you, America. And so, we'll see how that goes. But at least now you know at least why this is happening. So, thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you become that little bit more educated on what's going on around you, and especially with the two-way and our gun rights. So, guys, stand by. Ammunition, especially for you AK guys or Russian weapon fans, ammunition for you guys is about to skyrocket. So that's shitty, it's dumb, doesn't make sense, it doesn't solve anything. That dude is still dead, he got poisoned, he ain't coming back. Afghanistan still fucked up, our country is still fucked up. So it's like, what does banning Russian ammunition gonna actually really solve around here? Nothing. It's just something to do, something to put out and make it seem like they're doing something, but we're really doing nothing. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. That helps defeat the algorithm, puts my stuff out there. So guys, hit that like button for real, and leave comments. On top of that, stay dangerous. LocsNLoad out.